Talk is cheap and time is Monday. Not like them other girls I'm foreign.
The Vibe with Neha.
Welcome back to The Vibe, Pulse88 Radio. And as promised, my special guest is in the studio. Her name is Danex. And just a warm welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's so good to have you here. And I only saw you on Friday as well. So
yeah, I know.
Pleasure seeing you again. And you're not alone in the studio today. So who have you got with you?
Yes, I have my guitarist here, Dre.
And why is he here?
He's here to play some acoustic tunes with me today.
Ooh!
So I'm excited about that, yeah.
I'm excited as well because I get my own little private concert.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're here today because you're promoting your new track, Cheap Talk.
Yes.
Congratulations, it's such a banger.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I love it so much. So tell me what the song is about.
So the song is just talking about kind of like a relationship between a boy and a girl. And of course, as always, the boy is giving the girl a lot of promises but not keeping up and not owning up to them. So it's kind of like saying it's kind of like a female anthem for me. So just telling the females that don't fall for that and just
don't fall for it.
You know,
no, ladies,
you
listen. I have been there. Danae, have you been there?
Listen. I got songs about these things.
She's writing about it. No, it's one of those topics that every girl can relate to, isn't it?
It's true.
And I watched your video. So I was telling you on Friday I'm going to watch your video. So I watched it yesterday and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun to shoot it as well. I have a lot of my friends in there and my sister was there as well. So it was a lot of fun to shoot the video.
So how many music videos have you done before this one?
I have just got one out there. Yeah, it was for one song that's called 16.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, I don't have any videos out.
And was it nerve-wracking to do a video? Like, what's it like?
Yeah, because this time around, it was like a proper shoot. Last time, I just had my friend shoot the video and direct the video. But this time, I had the whole, like, a big camera and like a crew that was setting the place up and stuff like that.
Like a real team? Like
like a proper video shoot. So it was the first time for me to actually experience it in like that kind of atmosphere. But yeah, it was cool. It was amazing.
What's it like in front of a camera when you're being directed to do stuff? Like, are you kind of like, I don't know what to do with my face? I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I got this.
At first I'm very shy, but then once I get into it, I have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I enjoy like being an artist, and that's part of being an artist. So I guess that's just what I do, you know.
Amazing. It's just all about performance and expressing your baby, I guess, your song.
Yeah, exactly.
So what have you released prior to Cheap Talk?
Okay, so I have the first thing I released, because I moved here like 2 years ago, and I released a song, and then after that I followed up with a mixtape which is called Oakwood. And now we're back at it, and now I'm teamed up with JOAT as my management, and they are supporting me throughout this whole journey. So yeah, we're starting fresh with a new sound, new track, working on a new project as well. So yeah, there's a lot more to come.
I'm really excited about it, and big up to JOAT in the building right now. We've got Latif, we've got Kevin in the building. So you write all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So just listening to, I was telling you on Friday as well, I was in the car listening to your music. Yeah. And the subjects vary quite a bit. So you talk about love, and then there's a track called Paid for Work, which is Paid in Full. Yeah. Which is literally talking about pay me for my work. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So what kind of things can we expect in the future? Like, what kind of stuff will you be writing about?
Yeah, I usually base it on like my real life situation. So for example, Paid in Full was written at a period where I was like hustling, so kind of like having a full-time job, balancing that out with music, but not getting the credit from my music peers, and then also not getting the love from my job. Like, they were trying to kick me out. So it was kind of like me balancing out and getting people to recognize that I'm working really hard and don't knock someone's hustle. I think it's very important to just keep going, and I guess like that's kind of my whole journey. So I'll talk about the journey. So it's basically very current for what I'm going through at that time. Yeah.
Makes sense. So what kind of genre then will you be going? Because your old stuff is urban. Yeah. Like, because it's not just pure R&B. It's quite It's
it
mixed
has a
with
bit of trap,
bit of hip hop. Like it's just quite mixed.
Yeah.
What about that going forward? Is that going to change, or are you going to kind of keep the same?
I mean, it's gonna still have that urban edge, but I usually always call it urban pop because I have different sides to me, and I want to showcase that with through my music. So I have my little like female side and twist to it as well, but I also am very tomboyish, so I want to showcase that as well. But I think like the journey will kind of like unlayer all the layers to me. So I think through the music you will get to know me a bit better and all my different sides and my craziness as well.
And that's what I love about British, well, I know you're technically not British, but in the UK space, like you're not confined to a box. Do you know what I mean? You can just kind of express yourself in so many different ways.
Definitely.
And I love that. I find in the US you're a bit more constricted.
It's true.
So I love that. Where are you actually from? Because you said you moved here 2 years ago before, but where from?
From Holland, from Rotterdam, actually.
Okay, so does that mean you speak Dutch?
Yeah.
Can you teach me something?
What do you want to learn?
Just say, hey, you are now listening to Neha on The Vibe.
Okay, so you have to say, hi, jullie zijn nu aan het luisteren naar Neha op The Vibe.
Wheel that up a little. Okay. Let's slow that down.
Okay, sorry, I'll break it down. Je luistert nu naar Neha op The Vibe.
Op The Vibe.
Yes.
There we go. I'm not going to say it again though, but I did it.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a language I'm going to be picking up for.
It's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky.
So how come you moved to London?
It was very impulsive, to be honest. I was brainstorming, talking to my parents about my next move when it comes to music, and I really wanted to go to America, but I was financially I wasn't able to do that, and also I didn't have the network there. So my mom was like, you love London, so why don't you try London? So that night I booked a bus journey. 5 days after, I just moved, packed my bags, and just went with it.
Wow, that is impulsive.
I know.
Super impulsive.
Yeah.
So what is it about London and the music scene here that kind of attracted you and made you think it was a good choice to come here?
I feel like the love here, first of all, is very, very big, and just for the urban scene, I think it gets appreciated more. And I just think the producers here out here are amazing.
Agree with that.
And there's just a lot of more opportunities for me because Holland is quite small, and I just felt like I needed to just try and do something new, challenge myself as well.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I read that you had quite a tough time when you came here, like you were sleeping on the floor and...
Yeah, I was staying at like a studio, a friend's studio for a couple of months, like probably like 6 to 8 months, and it was a tough time because I thought, okay, I'm gonna just do this, move to London without saving up or anything. Like I didn't know a lot of people, so I was just like, the first year was okay, but the second year really got me good. So I had to kind of like find a balance between like real life and like my music journey. Because I was so focused on getting out there as an artist, I didn't think of taking care of myself as a human being. So I think it was a slap in the face when it comes to that. But I'm still here, I'm still working, and we're just trying to get out there.
I really admire your hustle, by the way.
Thank you.
For artists that are thinking about getting into the music industry, if they're locked in, what kind of advice would you give to them?
The only thing I would say is don't give up, because the moment you think you're falling or like you're not good enough is when you actually break through. So I would suggest to just never give up, no matter what anybody says.
Good advice. So you're from Holland. You moved here a couple of years ago, but how did you get into music originally?
Originally, I was very shy. So my parents didn't know I sang. But at the age of 16, I was living in Serbia at the time. I've been moving around a bit, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm part Serbian. I'm part Serbian and part Cape Verdean. So we went to Serbia for a couple of years to spend with my granddad. And then I saw an advert on TV for a talent show, Serbia's Got Talent, and I signed myself up without telling anyone. And then when the audition was coming up, I had to tell my dad. I was like, I'm gonna do a talent show. And he was like, what kind of talent do we have? He was like, I'm not sure what you're gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna sing. And he was like, okay, let's try this. So I did the audition at the age of 16. I was in all the newspapers. It wasn't really that good, but you know,
I'm sure it was.
It was. Trust me.
Is it on YouTube?
Not anymore, thank God. Not anymore. But I got through to the quarterfinals, I would say, and that really triggered me. But I kind of stopped doing music for until I was 18, because when I moved back to Holland, I was 18, and that's when I kind of got back into it, did some master classes, met some amazing musicians and stuff, and that's when I really got into music. And I started writing at the age of 19, so quite late, you know.
Yeah,
quite late, but still, yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, it's
been a journey.
It really does sound like it's been a proper journey. But
yeah.
You're here today and I'm loving it. I want to get to know you a bit better, so
yes.
We're going to play a quick fire round.
Okay.
Random questions. Are you ready, my dear?
I hope so.
Favorite TV program?
Ooh, this is... I don't even know.
Do you watch TV?
No.
Okay, let's move on.
Sorry.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Instagram.
Yay. Do you have any tattoos or piercings?
No, none.
Piercings?
Just earrings.
Oh, you're such a squeaky clean
Yeah, I know.
girl. You wake up one morning to find out you've turned into a man. What's the first thing you do?
Look down.
What's your biggest turn off in a man?
When they're overly confident.
Like cocky,
yeah,
and arrogant.
Yeah,
I don't like that either. Are you a hit the gym or hit the couch?
Hit the couch.
My kind of girl. Name 3 artists that influence your music.
Aaliyah, Beyonce, and I would say Jhené Aiko.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that last one.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Jhené in concert a few months ago.
Yeah,
she's very
it's very zen.
Yeah, ooh, yeah. Cool. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Kind of both, a little bit of both. I like to take my naps during daytime, so you know.
Me too. Yeah. We're the same person. You have won a lifetime supply of the last thing you bought. What was it?
What was the question? Sorry.
You've won a last. Sorry, I can't even get my words out. You've won a lifetime supply of the last thing you bought. What is it? What did you buy last?
Well, a tuna salad.
Well, looks like that's what you're going to be eating for the rest of your life. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
I would wish Beyonce could play me, or Blue Ivy.
It's good choices. Would you... no, I'm not going to ask the last question because that's rank. What dessert can you not live without?
Music.
Dessert?
No, music.
What dessert?
Oh, dessert. Oh, sorry. I didn't hear the question.
I was like a big music case with a side of music, apple pie.
Sorry. I would say anything chocolate. I'm a chocolate addict. Anything chocolate.
Nice. And last question. What is one of your bad habits?
Oh, I like to sleep.
And that's just it.
Yeah, I just like to sleep.
There we go. That was a quick fire round. So what are the plans for the rest of the year?
We're dropping a couple singles and then hopefully an EP. Still working on that, and a lot of shows. That's what I'm planning to do. A lot of live shows.
And is there any that you can say right now, so anybody that's locked in might be able to
Yes,
come and
I
see
got
you?
one coming up the 1st of July in Brixton. And then on the 19th of July, we have Record Box.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So, why don't you give your social media details, and then listeners can follow you and keep up to date with what you do.
So, anything you want to, know about me, you can follow me everywhere at Danex Music. So, Danex Music. Everywhere.
Is that your real name, by the way?
No. It is
your
not.
real name's a secret.
No, it's not. But it was
a pretty cool name to have as your own name.
It's just a shortened version of my name, so I just had to zhuzh it up with the little
nice little punchy stage name. Before we finish the interview, if you could work with anyone from the UK and the US, who would it be?
UK, I would say, that's really hard. I would say either like some females like Miss Banks, Ray Black, even Steph London. I would love to work with her.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And then for the US, I would say Miguel, Goldlink, or Chris Brown. Those are my like main guys that I would love to work with.
Yeah, Goldlink and Miguel have a track out at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
So good.
I know.
I'm going to be getting it on the show a bit later, but yeah, it's so good. Well, listen, it's been amazing having you on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Talk is cheap and time is Monday. Not like them other girls.